We are making banana bread. This is actually going to be my secret for banana bread, which is I actually do not use ripe bananas. Like I just bought these. Some of it's a little soft, like this one. It's squishy, but like I will never use ripe bananas because I don't have the time to wait. No one has time to wait for banana bread. If you do, like that's weird. But the secret is that bananas do not have to be ripe, because if you just mix them in with some eggs, like this one's a little ripe, but I didn't plan for it. My first one that I posted, the bananas were not ripe at all. So as long as the banana sits with some egg, probably for about half an hour, it'll release this enzyme in the starch that'll make it sweeter. So you don't have to wait that long. You don't have to wait weeks or days or whatever. You just have to put some egg in it. I had wanted to make this for my boyfriend's family a couple days ago, but we were working all day before, so I didn't have time, and it would have just taken way too long. There's no point to sit and make this because it takes like an hour. So all we're doing is mashing this up. Mash that up in there. And then it says to wait half an hour with the eggs, but I don't do that either. I'll put the eggs in first though with the banana. So 2 eggs, 2 bananas, 2 eggs. I put that in. And I just leave this. I mix it with everything, but I leave it in there and it'll still taste sweet without being ripe. So it looks like this. I don't want to spill it, but you get the hint. And we are just adding in a cup of brown sugar. The reason why I don't wait for ripe bananas is because letting it sit like this, it still will make it sweet. It just won't make it as sweet. Because you know, like how sometimes when the banana, like when banana and anything is just like overly, like overpowering, it's like too strong. I'm just like, I like banana, but I don't like it that much. So you'll still taste it, it's just not gonna be overpowering, which for me is perfect. It literally tastes so good. So mix that. We're putting in 1 stick of butter. I had this sitting out for a bit. And then we are going to put in half a cup of milk. Use whatever milk you have. Normally I use like whole milk, but it doesn't really matter since there's not that much. And the butter's still a little hard, so I'll mash it a little bit, but then I'll put it in the microwave for 30 seconds like this, because there's like huge chunks in there. And the last part for the wet batter is half an orange. Just gonna use this and squeeze it in. It just helps like balance out how sweet it is, having some citrus in there. Oh, hi, Dad. But yeah, the banana bread will still be nice and moist. It comes out perfect. So here's this. I'll show you guys in a second so you can see how it looks in there. And this is what it looks like so far. So I'm putting that in the microwave. See, for a quick 30 seconds. And then I'm getting a separate bowl. What is it? I had two. I'm getting a separate bowl and we are putting in the flour. So this is gonna be 2 cups of this flour. I'll get the other one. This one, Bob's Red Mill baking flour. Using a baking flour keeps it like nice and airy instead of like a normal all-purpose flour. So that's done. I'm just gonna set it aside. And then here are the 2 cups. I have my recipe pulled up on my website, which is on my laptop. And then I have my 2-cup measuring cup. And just get it as close as possible. I guess that was literally the whole rest of the bag. And then let's see. We are going to mix this with, I need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I didn't get it. So 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This recipe is also posted on my website and the full videos on my YouTube. And then we are doing 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. Just eyeball it. See? Just a little. And then just some cinnamon. Now is when you can mix this with the other one. It's been close to 10 minutes. Oh, this was 8 minutes ago. So it's been close to 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna mix it like this. It already smells so good. The chunks are butter. And then I'm just gonna give that a mix. And then it'll start turning into a dough. Okay, I'm gonna need both hands for this. But I wanted to do a live because I hadn't done one in a while, but the last couple weeks have been so hectic. Like this morning we found out in the bottom unit it flooded with water. Well, not completely flooded, it was like this thick though with water. And it got everywhere. If you wait 3 days, it'll start to cause mold. So we got a couple estimates on it, and it's gonna be around like $19,000 to get that fixed. So that means the person in the bottom unit is probably gonna have to move out since it's a foundational issue. And then on top of that, I've also been taking care of his dog every time the dog is outside because I just feel bad for her. Like Like, I like this tenant, but I don't like that sometimes he leaves her outside, like when it's cold and too rainy. Hi, Alexis. I'm almost done with my banana bread. I'm just, I already got the batter. I'm gonna add in the chocolate chips. But he leaves his dog outside, and this one picture that I took of her, she was literally like outside, sitting on the step alone. And it was cold and raining, and she had her little football next to her. And I was like, I just can't watch her sit out there alone. So I snuck her into the house. I didn't tell Mike, but I snuck her into the house, and I had her in there for like an hour. But I was also taking care of her tail because it was bleeding everywhere. It literally looked like the crime scene all over the walls. It was so gross. But I took care of her and had her in and gave her some food. So now when I get home sometimes, she's just waiting for me on the porch, or if she's outside, she'll come up to the porch. Okay, I'm adding more chocolate chips, and then I'm gonna top this with chocolate chips. It looks kind of nasty. Like sometimes the batter looks like puke. Okay, I'll show you. We're making banana bread. It's on the title, Mother. See? It is. Like, how good does that look? Like, why does this taste so good, but then it looks like that? Okay, I have to preheat the oven, actually. And I hate this oven because I never know if I'm doing it right. Like, if I hear the flames, then, I don't know. If I hear the flames and it starts to fog, then I know I did it right. But if it doesn't fog, then I don't know. So I just have to guess. So a lot of times I don't know if it's even on. But you got to put it to 350. Well, that's disgusting. But this is the pan that I put it in. And then you need to get it you need to get it oiled up in there. And then I put parchment paper. The size of the parchment paper, like if you see this, Chapo took it and chewed on it. And then he took the whole roll under the bed. So I couldn't get him. And then he was, you could just hear him tearing it up under the bed. It was so annoying. Because then I had to move the whole bed, like the mattress and the box spring to get him. Okay, I think this is going to be enough. I'll cut that much. So to make it look perfect, I just cut it like this. And then I just cut the sides that he bit and to fit the pan. So I'll just cut like a good chunk off each side. Okay. Okay, this fits perfect in there. Yeah, the bite marks put an added touch on there. But see, it looks perfect. And then here's the batter. There's just so much stuff on the counter. But it smells so good. It smells like a cinnamon roll. Just try not to spill that. But this amount, it's the perfect amount that fits in this loaf pan. And I love it. Oh, sorry, I was blocking myself. Okay, here's that. So it'll rise up, but I almost spilled the whole thing. I'll have to do an overview. But I'm gonna top with chocolate chips too. And space it to make it look nice. Okay, it looks good like that, I guess. And then here's this. See, so this is what you put in the oven. I'm putting that in for 1 hour, and then it'll be done. You just let it sit for like 20 minutes, and it'll still be warm in the pan, but it won't be overly hot. I was saying that the new dog, I call her my third dog, so I was saying that the new dog will still wait for me on the porch. Like, she was out there today, and it's like, it's been raining the last 2 days, so she was outside for one of the days, and then I brought her in, and then today she's out right now, but I know it's not going to be that long. So if she's still out there, then I'll go in. I'll go in and let her, I'll go out and let her in. But look at the oven. It didn't even turn on. Okay, I think it turned on. I heard the flames this time. But this is it for my live, because this is going to take an hour, so I will just post a picture of what it looks like when I'm done. And I'll probably give some of this away, but I was craving it, so I had to make it for myself. I had all the ingredients. So bye, family. I'll text you guys.